welcome back to the channel. So as you can tell from the title and thumbnail, we're going to be working on the BMW 435, which I have behind me over here, and we're going to be installing one of the first larger mods that I've done to this car in a while. So again, the title and thumbnail probably already gave it away, but what we're going to be doing today, guys, is we're going to be installing a new rear diffuser on this BMW 435. This diffuser is going to be applicable for pretty much any F32 and even the F36, which is the Grand Coupe version of the 4 Series. I have the new diffuser sitting right over there, so we will get to unboxing it pretty soon, but for now I just want to show you guys, because if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I actually already have a diffuser on this car. Now this is just a plastic diffuser, although it is an M Performance style. It's actually wrapped in carbon fiber, or maybe hydro dipped, so ignoring the fact that it's super dirty, but as you guys can tell, it has that like carbon fiber style, but it is not real carbon fiber. So this diffuser that I have on the car currently was probably my first mod that I installed on this 435. I didn't know where the car was going to go, I didn't know where the channel was going to go, so I was going with a whole bunch of fake carbon fiber rather than splurging for the real stuff. But now the channel has grown, the car has gotten a lot better, I take it to a lot more car shows, so I figured I need some real carbon fiber. I can't be rocking fake carbon anymore. It's probably just not a good look, so hence this new diffuser. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start installing this new diffuser. So obviously to do that, we're gonna unbox it first. You can probably already guess what this diffuser is gonna be like. I mean, there's really not too many options when it comes to the 4 Series, but I can guarantee you it is real carbon fiber. So with that said, guys, let me just get to unboxing this thing and we can check it out. Alright guys, and here it is, the new diffuser unwrapped. That thing was definitely nicely packaged. I gotta give it to him. By the way, if I haven't mentioned it already, this is from Inline 6 Auto, so huge shout out to him. This is actually a new product, so for all you 4 Series guys, this is now gonna be offered in his store. So if you guys want this same diffuser, I will leave some links down in the description below. Also, he was kind enough to give us a promo code, so if you use the promo code AMAN at checkout, you'll get an additional 5% off, not just for this diffuser, but anything in his store. He sells a whole bunch of other cool carbon, like these mirror caps that I got from him, and then also one of my favorite pieces on the car, these grills right over here, which might be hard to see because of the lighting, but these things look amazing. But yeah guys, let's just take a second to appreciate how beautiful the carbon fiber on this diffuser is. Again, this is real carbon fiber. If I turn it over, you can actually see the back of the weave, so there's no ABS plastic attached to this. This is just straight up carbon fiber. It's as light as a feather. It looks absolutely stunning, and yeah, as you can tell, it is 100% real. This thing looks so good too, man, especially in the sun. I know the sun isn't best for filming, but it looks so good when it hits the carbon fiber like that. It's definitely going to be an upgrade from this fake carbon fiber. I mean, it just goes to show, guys, like, you really do get what you pay for. These things do get pricey, and you can get the fake ones for less, but honestly, there's just no comparing the two. This one just looks absolutely stunning. So yeah, definitely check out the links in the description. Use the promo code, go crazy, get a whole bunch of cool carbon from his store, guys. But in the meantime, what I'm gonna do right now though is uninstall this old diffuser. So if you guys didn't know already, these diffusers are basically only held on by a few bolts that go underneath. I wanna say that they're 8mm. I could be wrong, but I'll double check that. Besides the 8mm, there's just a whole bunch of tabs that holds it on from the top over there. So what I'm gonna do is put you guys on a tripod. I'll take off those bolts from underneath and then I'll snap it out. It should be pretty easy. Uninstalling these diffusers is way easier than installing the new ones, which you guys will see what I mean later on. But yeah, with that said, let's just get into it. As you can see here, we got the old diffuser off. This thing was honestly super easy to remove. I was a little wrong though. It's actually 2 8mm right over here and then some 10mm in the center. There are 3. I was unfortunately missing the center one right over here. I don't know why, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I might get a replacement later on, but for now I'm just gonna leave it. But yeah, anyways, now that this one is off, we can focus on installing the new one. So the new one is gonna be a little more of a pain to install, guys. One of the big reasons is because it does not have holes already drilled in, so we're gonna have to drill some holes in it, and we're gonna have to try to line up the holes. I don't know what's the best route in doing that. Do I maybe just eyeball it? Do I put the diffuser on the car first and then try to line up the holes? I don't really know. We'll test it out and see what works. But otherwise, it's gonna be pretty much the same process. As you can see, there's a couple clips at the top just like that. So what I think I'm gonna do first is actually try to install this on the car with just the clips. I'm gonna see if maybe it's possible to then line up the holes that I have to drill, but we'll see. If not, I might just eyeball it and drill some holes and adjust it later as needed. Before I do that though, maybe just a quick look at both diffusers side by side. So again, guys, they're both M Performance style, but as you can see here, this one is clearly fake carbon fiber. This one is the real deal. Now the sun isn't out right now, so you can't really see it too well, but I promise you guys, this thing looks absolutely amazing, especially when the sun is hitting it. But yeah, just a quick look at the two. Design-wise, they're the same, but material, it's completely different, and I think it's gonna look way better on the car. And it's gonna make the car look a little more expensive as well. After this, we'll officially have no more fake carbon fiber on the car, so I'm definitely excited about that because it's been a little while. But yeah, anyways, let's get to installing this new one. Well guys, so after some drilling, some patience, and some masking tape, I finally installed the new diffuser. As you guys can see, honestly, the carbon fiber looks really, really good. I know right now there's no sun, which is when carbon fiber, in my opinion, looks the best, but just overall, this thing looks really good. In terms of fitment, the fitment was good. Like when I test fitted it, everything worked. I was actually even able to just sit it inside and it was able to stay completely by itself. However, once you do start installing it, fitment does get a little finicky depending on where you drill your holes, depending on how you bend it, and all that type of stuff. So this is definitely gonna take some patience, guys. Like, this is definitely not one of those mods you're just gonna buy it, install it, and you're totally fine. Like the mirror caps, the grill, and all the other stuff. This is something that needs a little more patience, a little more finesse. It's more of like an art than a science, if that makes sense. In the end, I was able to get mine to a point that I was happy with, but I'll be honest with you guys, it does take a lot more effort than some other mods, at least in terms of like aesthetic carbon fiber stuff. So like I was kind of saying before, guys, once I started drilling holes and installing the bolts, it started to pop out in certain areas. The fitment does get a little tight in some areas, so I was trying to balance the fitment and make sure everything wasn't popping out. For the areas that it was popping out, for example, right over here, it kept on popping out, but now as you guys can see, it is sitting nice, and even if I do like that, it's not going to pop back out too easily. So what I did, and I actually tried to film like an example of one, is some of these clips over here are pretty skinny, so I think that's why it wouldn't really hold too well from the clip. So what I did was I took some masking tape, wrapped it around the clip so that the clip is thicker, and then I put it in, and then at that point it seemed to hold pretty well. So I did it for a few clips, not just this one. I did it for this one and then a few on this side as well. This side I would definitely say gave me a lot more trouble. As you guys can see, it is popping out a little bit, but I can easily just push it back in and it fits well. So it's not really about fitment. I don't know if it's just me. Same thing with this over here. It is popping out a little bit, but I can easily just push it back in and it's almost perfect. I did already put some masking tape on these ones, and they are definitely a lot better than what they were before. But what I think I'm gonna do is actually do 3M tape rather than masking tape. So I'll take some 3M, wrap it around the clips, and then install it that way. Of course, at that point, I'm really committing to this diffuser, but I've already been committed to it. I don't plan on taking it off. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But for now, guys, I'm happy with this. It is on, it is solid. And of course, from a distance, you're not gonna notice those imperfections. So this is just one of those downsides of installing a carbon fiber diffuser on these cars. I think the F32 is actually worse than the F30 because the F32 has more of like a curvy, more specific design to it. It gets really tough because these diffusers, especially when you make them in carbon fiber, they have such a delicate design, delicate curvatures. So inherently, they are tough to make. especially in carbon fiber. Even my plastic one, I had trouble with fitment. If you guys saw that video way back when, it was like one of my first YouTube videos, one of the first videos of mine that actually did well. I struggled a lot with that one. I actually had to take the bumper off to make sure all the clips went in, and even still, it kept on popping out. You probably even saw in the beginning of this video when I was filming it, it was actually popped out. So just in general, diffusers are tough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But overall, I'm super happy with this. I think it's gonna look great with some of the other carbon fiber pieces I have on the car. Again, if you guys want one for yourself, link's down in the description below. Use my promo code. That works on anything in the stores, so definitely take advantage. So I think this diffuser is gonna look great combined with some of the other carbon I have on the car. I'm gonna get a piece over here for the antenna that's going to be in carbon. I of course have the mirror caps as well, also from Inline 6 Auto, by the way. I have the front lip over here, and then I also have the grills as well, again from Inline 6 Auto. So I think the white with all the carbon fiber, especially the gray wheels, looks really good. I'm super excited about it. I think it looks especially good in the sun, but even in the shade, I think it looks good. But let me know what you guys think. But yeah guys, that pretty much wraps up the installation and wraps up the video. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you give this video a like. I have a few more final pieces for this car and a lot more exciting stuff coming in terms of performance, which I'll show you guys in a future video. But for now, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.